Now we will be learning a very important thing, a very important thing, scope or functions of cost accounting or cost accountancy, because we must know what does cost accountancy exactly performs, what are the some of the functions that exactly cost accountancy performs. So let me tell you what are some of the functions that cost accountancy performs. Cost accountancy, the main objective of cost accountancy is to ascertain the cost of production or service with reasonable degree of accuracy. Suppose that you want to earn a profit, right? Everybody needs to earn a profit from their business. Then how will they earn the profit? Let me tell you one thing. If you know that how much cost you are incurring for production of a particular product, then only you will be able to add profit onto such product, then sell it. Because if I tell you that on your product you are incurring 100 rupees of cost, then you will add 25, let's say 25 as your profit, and you will sell it for 125. But you must know this 100, then only you will be able to say determine your selling price. But what if you do not know this? Then you would not be able to determine this selling price. So this is very important, very important. So cost ascertainment is very important if you are want to set the selling price for your product or the service. Cost reduction. See, you told me that 100 rupees you are incurring as cost. So you have to also analyze as a cost accountant or as a production manager that are there any opportunities to reduce this 100 to a minimum extent. Let me give you an example. See, let's say the maximum capacity of all machines are 10,000 units, but the demand for my business is only 5,000 rupees. 5,000 units, sorry. You tell me, how much do I have to need to produce? 10,000 units or 5,000 units? This is the capacity of 10 machines. Means each machinery has a capacity of 1,000 units. So how much machines do I require? Only 5. So if more than 5 machines are employed in the production process, then the 5 machines would be idle, or if they produce also, I would not be able to sell the products. So it is very good to close down 5 machines, or to make them idle, or not to make them idle, or to stop there permanently until the demand rises. So this is all about cost reduction. First you ascertain the cost 100, then you will find the opportunity to decrease is to the minimum extent, as minimum as you can, to decrease it. Once costs are ascertained, then a work will be started to analyze the opportunity to reduce the cost to more extent. Like in example, 100 has been ascertained, then you have to decrease it to the minimum extent. Now, cost control. So suppose you have decreased the 100 rupees cost to 85, but now you have to keep an eye onto the factors that these costs do not increase with time. So cost accountancy is a basically, what you can see is a continuous process. It is not a one time process. You have to also perform cost control. You have to control this cost to 85 only. You have to keep an eye on the factors that can increase the cost. You have to keep an eye on the government policy. See, if you are seeing that government policy might change from next financial year, you have to make such estimate from very beginning, right? So you have to also control the cost. Once the desired level of costs are achieved, then to keep the cost within the set parameter, cost control comes into the picture. Okay, so now the other function, cost reports. So management cannot work upon rough papers, right? So there must be a format, a proper format of reporting, so that management can take decisions. There must be a systematic way of presentation of cost accounting reports, cost accounting data. so that management would be able to take decisions. Suppose that you have prepared cost accounting, you have done cost accounting, but the data is in the not structured form, then management has to basically expend time onto that. Management or top management personals have to basically utilize or basically expend their times. More and more time will go on to analysis. So in order to keep the reports quite clean and in a systematic way, we have to prepare cost reports. So it is the ultimate function. These reports will be used by management for planning and control. So in reports we will write everything in so easy manner so that management can understand it easily, and it will not face any difficulties to read the statement. Cost audit. Now the final functions of CMS, it can only perform by exclusively CMS. Only CMA can perform cost audit. Cost audit or audit, I must say, audit means inspection of books of accounts. If it is a cost audit, inspection of cost accounting records, and whether checking whether the cost principle has been applied, whether the applicable cost accounting standard has applied or not. That's all. But you will be learning cost audit in final level only, or you will learning cost audit somehow very less part in paper number 12B in intermediate. It is a process which makes sure that all the costing principles are followed properly. This must be only done by a cost accountant, right? So these were the functions of cost accountancy. Now we will be talking about objective of cost accountancy. What are some of the objectives that cost accounting has? Why do we do cost accounting? Why do we do cost accounting? What are the objective of doing this? What are the reasons behind doing this? So we have a lot of objectives. I have classified it broadly. You have to learn it into details. You can find these, the long form of these objectives in your book, but I must say you can refer this for your examination. You will get marks. Ascertainment and analysis of cost and income by product, function and responsibility. So cost accounting will product wise, right, it will analyze product wise that this product costs 100, this product makes profit of 50, and like that, and so on. Accumulation and utilization of cost data for control purposes to have minimum possible cost consistent with maintenance of quality. This objective is achieved through fixation of target, ascertainment of actual, comparison of actual with targets. So this is known as standard costing. Standard costing will be dealt in inter and final. Standard costing, this is a technique of costing, and target costing is in final. Deviation between actual and target, reporting deviation to management for taking corrective action. See, basically you determine cost as 100, then you compare what we thought to be it. So it is the actual cost incurred actual, but you thought that the cost would be 80. Now there is a difference of 20. You will report this 20 to the management, and management will take corrective decisions. Management will also ask you why this 20 deviation has been incurred. Then you will also tell them then 20 has been incurred due to this reason and that reason. Providing useful data to management for taking decisions. That's all. That accounting, cost accounting has been done. There are a lot of objectives given in the book. You can read it out, but these are the broadly objectives of a cost accounting that you have to write into your examination to get good marks. Okay, now let me take you to another level by bifurcating or by differentiating between financial accounting and cost accounting. Financial accounting, it provides information about the business in a general way. So it provides the information in a general way, not so basically detailed analysis. It provides the information in a general way. It tells about the profit and loss and financial position of the business to owners and outside parties, basically internal and external users. So it only tells the profit and the financial position of the business as by profit and loss account and balance sheet. But what about cost accounting? It provides information to management for proper planning, operation, control and decision making. So cost accounting is more basically equipped with decision making tools. Forms of accounts. So what forms of accounts do we have? These accounts are kept in such a way as to meet the requirement of Companies Act and Income Tax Act. So basically, financial accounting, financial accounting, we do financial accounting to follow the compliance basically that has been imposed on us by Income Tax Act or Companies Act. But cost accounting is optional. Let me also tell you this one, that cost accounting is optional for all the companies, but there is a limit. There is a limit for cost audit, but usually the limit is too high for cost accounting. So cost accounting is optional at the part of company and small businesses to operate, but cost accounting tells many things. But financial accounting is made mandatory as per Income Tax Act, because even a single taxpayer has to file his IRTI, he has to prepare his account, and the account will be prepared as per financial accounting principles. Okay, so these accounts are generally kept voluntarily, means it is optional to meet the requirement of the management, but now Companies Act has made it obligatory to keep the cost records in some manufacturing industries, right? I have told you there is a limit. Recording, it classifies, records, analyzes the transaction in a subjective manner according to the nature of expenses. It analyzes about the nature of expenses like capital expense, revenue expenditure, capital revenue and capital revenue, like this. Okay, revenue transaction or capital transaction are my say. It records the expenditure in an objective manner. Is the according to the purpose for which the costs are incurred. So in classification of costs, you will see that period costs are there, there are cost on the basis of manufacturing, there are the cost on the basis of per unit. So these are the classification and we record about on the basis of classification. Control, it lays emphasis on the recording aspects without attaching any importance on control. As I have told you that in financial accounting we only record the transaction that are historical in nature. We cannot do anything like policemen, they come after murder, they cannot do anything but they take the body and show the results only, like that. But cost accounting performs the ambulance function. It provides a detailed system of control for materials, labor and overhead costs with the help of standard costing and budgetary control. Standard costing and budgetary control both are the techniques of the costing. Periodicity of the reporting, it reports operating results and financial position usually at the end of the year. It gives information through cost reports to management as and when desired. See, when financial accounting reports are required by the law, and law requires it the end of the year, so usually it prepares at end of the year. But cost accounting can be done at any time in the year. It can be done for a product, it can be done for a day, it can done for a week, it can done for a quarter, it can done for 15 days. Okay, so it can done for any period. Like you will be learning about operating costing, so you will be learning the cost per ride. Okay, operating costing you will be learning in intermediate. Now, analysis of profit. Financial accounts are accounts of the whole business. They are independent in nature and disclose the net profit or loss of the business as a whole. So financial accounting, whole business, deals with whole business profit, so it does not consider any branch or something like this. Cost account is only part of the financial accounts and discloses profit or loss of each product, job or service. So cost accounting is a detailed analysis. Cost account is a detailed analysis of every job, product or service basically. Reporting cost. The costs are reported in aggregate in financial accounting. The costs are broken down on a unit basis in cost account. So you will learn a concept about cost sheet. In cost sheet you will see every breakup to every extent. This is a very good thing of costing, that you break up the cost to the maximum extent. Like we have prime cost. Prime cost has to be basically break up into three main parts, like direct material, direct labor, and direct expense. So these kind of things has been done in costing, but you will never be able to see these kind of thing in profit and loss account. So profit and loss account is less of analysis but of reporting only. Information. Monetary information is only used is that only monetary transaction are recorded. Non-monetary information likely need to be used. Deals with monetary as well as non-monetary information. Okay. Figures. Financial accounts deal with mainly with actual facts and figures. Cost account deal with partly with facts and figures and partly with estimates. As I have told you, it estimates also, whether financial accounting does not estimate it properly. Reference. In devising or operating a system of financial accounting, reference can be made in case of difficulty to company law, case decision, and to the canons of sound professional practice. So basically, if you get stuck in financial accounting somewhere, if you get stuck, you can refer company law provisions, because it applies on financial accounting. Company law, Income Tax Act says something about financial accounting or accounts to be maintained, and the manner as well. But no such reference is possible because no such act has been enacted for cost accounting. Relative efficiency. Financial account do not provide information on relative efficiency of various workers, plant, and machineries. See, it does not work upon relative measures, it work upon absolute measures. Means, what is the absolute? Suppose that, let me give you an example of relative and absolute. See, if I see that 100 has been, suppose that company A has 100 profit and company B has earned 200 profit, which company would you choose? Certainly company A. So this is the absolute decision making. You have taken decision on the absolute numbers. But cost accounting does not do like this. Cost accounting says you have earned 100, but on which investment? So you have invested 1000 and you have 100. So it means that you have earned 10%. This is the relative measure. And 200 you have earned on the investment of 2000, or let's say you have earned it on the investment of 1000 itself. That means you have earned it at another percentage, right? So this will be 20%. So that means that you will go with the 201 on relative measure. So cost accounting works like that. Stock valuation. Stock are valued at cost or market price, whichever is lesser, as we know as conservatism. Conservatism is a concept under accounting, or we can call it also prudence. So it says it all. But stock are valued at cost in cost accounting only according to their own method. See, if even if the financial accounting measured the stock at cost, we will not take the same stock value in the cost accounting. We will measure it by own methods as mentioned in cost sheet. So the stock of financial accounting and cost accounting will always be differ. Type of science. Financial accounting is a positive science because it's subject to legal rigidity with regard to preparation of financial statement. Cost accounting is not only a positive science but also a normative science because it includes techniques of budgetary control and standard costing. So this was the difference between financial accounting and cost accounting. So now I want to take permission from you all, and thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe the channel for more videos.